Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're just going to do a 500-hour review on the Kubota M7060. This is a 2021 model. In case any of you guys out there are looking at this model, we'll go over some of the things I found that I don't like about the tractor and the things I do like about the tractor. So as you can see, guys, we got 518.7 hours on this tractor. So the first thing I'll discuss is all the things I like about the tractor over the time that I've ran it. The ride, the comfort of this tractor. So with the loaded tires, the nitrogen actuator on the 3-point hitch, and the ride control on the front loader arms and the air ride seat, it's just like I can spend 12-13 hours plowing snow. You don't get sore. It's got the ultra grand cab, lots of room in the cab. So yeah, that's my favorite part of this tractor, is the ride and the comfort. The second thing I like about the tractor is with the price of fuel these days, it's so good on fuel. Like I said, I can plow snow for 12-13 hours and I'm only burning a little more than a half a tank. So I plow all day, go and fuel up, and it cost me about $50-$60. The third thing I like about this tractor is the visibility in the cab. You're up nice and high. I have a pickup with a plow on it, and there's just no comparison when you're in doing parking lots and people's driveways. Sitting up nice and high, you got glass all around you. It just makes it so much easier to plow. The heat in the cab will toast you, it'll cook you right out in the wintertime. You know, you can run this machine in the winter plowing snow with a t-shirt on if you want. So there's not really a whole lot bad I can say about this tractor. It's mostly all good. I like the height for getting in around the woods. If you're pulling a few trees out, you got all kinds of clearance underneath. There's no DEF with this tractor. Throughout the time I've owned this tractor, the 500 hours, I've only had one issue, and that was one of my wheel studs snapped. One of these here, I noticed it, one of them snapped off the stud, and believe it or not, the Kubota dealer is about 45 minutes away. I called them and I told them what happened. They sent a mechanic out with the parts, fixed it at my property, and no charge. So great customer service there. So as you can see, the tractor's a little dirty, but that's all the undercoat I spray on. Before winter, we give it a good soaking with undercoat, where we're running through the salt and the snow. We are going to paint our snowblower next year. It's starting to get rusted up, but it's a couple years older than the tractor. It's an 86-inch Kubota. We got the 3 rear remotes on the back, hydraulic chute, deflector on the blower. These hoses here you can see wrapped up in the front loader. I never put third function on the front, so with my grapple on the forks, I just run some hoses back to the rear remotes and plug them into the grapple on the forks. HLA 3500 snow pusher, 8 foot with the back drag. Perfect setup for this tractor. Handles it really well. Doesn't take long to do a driveway. So I did have a set of front fenders on it, you noticed in some of my other videos, and what happened was with these ag tires running up and down the pavement, I think the vibration cracked the welds on the inside frame of the fenders, so I ended up taking them off before they fall off, and I end up running over them or something. And we'll get them welded back up, get them put back on, because they do keep a lot of salt and stuff off your machine from spraying back up. So we got the air ride seat in the cab, both armrests. We got the heater and AC, Kenwood stereo, rear and side window defrost. Lots of room in this cab, cup holders, storage holders, as you can see in the back. PTO, light switch, defrost, wipers, remotes. I do have a hydraulic top link as well that I took off. I use it in the summertime with some of my attachments. 3-point hitch lever. This has got high, medium, and it's got a snail, so it's just crawl. 4-speed. Your throttle. This is your regen switches, horn, 4-ways, and signal lights. This is your forward and reverse. You don't need the clutch to shift from forward to reverse. You only use the clutch when you're shifting the gears over here. This just takes you from miles per hour to kilometers. You can check your amount of fuel you've burnt, your hours on your machine. You can reset for different jobs. 4-wheel drive lever down here. Got your diff lock there for your rear diffs. Your brake. You can take that lever off the brake so you can control what brake you want. Comes handy for working in the woods, getting around stumps and trees. See the lever under there? Pop that lever up. You can just use the right brake or the left brake. You can take this loader on and off if you want. You got your jack stands right here, and just disconnect your hoses. And these pins here, one on each side, take those pins out and your loader comes off. So this loader has the ALO connect, which I like that. So when I take this off, I just pull this up, pull it back, put it in this position, and then drop this snow pusher, go grab my bucket, pick up the bucket, and this spring, when I connect and tilt back, will automatically pull this lever back into place, so I don't have to get out of the cab to hook it back up. So you only have to get out of the cab when you want to unhook, and then when you go to your other attachment, you pick it up, tilt it back, it automatically springs forward and locks in place for you. The other thing I found about these ag tires, they're great in the snow for plowing, you know, for save you the money from buying the more expensive snow tires. But they do, if you're plowing in wet snow or slush, they will leave these deep tread marks in the snow, people's driveways, and then when it freezes, you get these marks in the slush and the ice, and it makes it rough. But that's a pretty small issue, really. When these tires do wear out, I run a lot of asphalt on these tires for 500 hours. They're still in great shape, but once these tires wear out, I will be putting the snow tires on. So one of the other things that I don't like about the loader is, for a loader this size, this loader, it's pretty weak, really. Like when I drive into a gravel pit to get a bucket of gravel, I think my bucket's like a little over a half a yard. But when I drive in to get a bucket of gravel, it really struggles to fill that bucket and lift it too. You know, just to get in my dump trailer, and my dump trailer is only about 5 feet high. Wouldn't even be 5 feet high probably. And to lift it that height with a full bucket of gravel, this machine struggles. Yes, I understand that these tractors aren't built for working in gravel pits and loading dump trailers and things like that. That's, you know, if you want that, you should have a loader, compact loader. Some of the other tractors, I know Coyote and I had a John Deere before, they would pick the ass end right off the ground. And like I said, I understand the tractor's not a front end loader. It's not made to work like a front end loader, but for what I do, it's all I have right now, and I just found it to be a little weak with the lifting compared to other tractors. Now, as far as the PTO on the 3-point hitch, it's unreal, the power for that PTO. Like I said, I drive that snowblower into a frozen snowbank and you can't bog it. It chews whatever you drive into that snowblower. So all kinds of power to the 3-point hitch, to the PTO. Some of the things I might update on the tractor in the future is I'd like to put maybe an LED light bar on the roof, or some LED lights, because these lights here are no good in the wintertime. I pretty much shut them right off. I just run my top ones. These here just shine off the front of the back of the snow pusher, and they just reflect back in your face and pretty much blind you when you got blowing snow. So yeah, that's one of the upgrades I'd like to do, is add some LED lights to the roof. So this year here we're looking at right around 80 driveways and a couple contracts, so it's going to be another busy winter. Hopefully we get lots of snow and make lots of money.